Welcome to Radio Boomers Live, the show about all things human from a baby boomer's perspective. All things hot and all things not. News, reviews, interviews, chat, tech, and what's next. And here are your hosts, Reatha Gray from Betty White's Off Their Rockers and Easy's dad, Jim Zuley.
Earl, good morning to our EZWAY family and Reatha Gray. There she is. Good morning, Reatha.
How are you this morning?
Well, I'll tell you, how can you beat this? You know, we always, I don't know if it's getting old, but can it get boring waking up to this kind of weather every day, Reatha? I don't know. I can get used to this.
I know. I can look out my window and I can see squirrels and birds and hummingbirds, and it's a wonderful spring day.
Did you ever have to endure living conditions in the East Coast or the Midwest? I mean, do you know what it's like waking up to 20 below zero weather? That's a little different.
I tell people who live back east, they have trains, planes, automobiles. You can even walk out of that state during certain times of the year. Why? Are you still living there? But don't come to L.A. That's quite all right. Don't come to L.A.
They got the snowbirds. They go down to Florida, and, you know, when the weather gets too bad, if you're in the retirement category. But, you know, it seems like things are starting to get back on track a little bit. I mean, one way to tell is look at the freeways, you know. There you go.
I haven't left the house. It's not because of the pandemic. It's because of the traffic.
That's what I mean, yeah. Things are picking up a bit. Well, that's a good sign. But, you know, there's some, like you, Reatha, you kind of enjoy that, you know, doing your auditions at home, and I've been hearing that. Some people just, hey, I'm kind of getting used to this. Or the business owners, hey, we don't, you know?
Yeah, I kind of like it a little bit more than I did before. Now that I'm set up and I'm ready, and
yeah.
I started off with a leg up because I did understand the technology a little bit better than most, but it's still not to swear loop, but we have recovered. And speaking of loops, why don't we loop into
the
hot topics?
You got it. And the drum roll.
Ripped from the headlines. Today's hot topic. Well, my hot topic is the Kentucky Derby. I haven't watched the Kentucky Derby in years, and for some reason I happened to be flipping channels and I went past it, and the Run for the Roses was thrilling, I have to say. I haven't gone to any horse races. Our local track has been closed for years, and I actually forgot. I enjoy horse races. I mean, these are beautiful, beautiful, well-trained animals, and the athletes, the jockeys are magnificent, and it was just a wonderful day. The ladies were wearing their hats, and they talked about how to make your mint julep, and the horses paraded out, and there's several other races, and those were actually good races too. And then they were off, and it was a thrilling race. The horses were running. A lot of neck-to-neck was going on, but Medina Spirit wins the 2021 Kentucky Derby, and his owner and his trainer are they're men that have won the Kentucky Derby last year, and I believe the owner has won. This was made his third Kentucky Derby, and it was just a really good day. They weren't filled up, so they had a lot of space out there. I think they had a lot of fill-in noise for cheers and stuff, but it was still a good day in Kentucky. The ladies again had the big hats, the little hats. They look magnificent. So maybe I might go back to watching the Kentucky Derby once a year. That's my hot topic. Jim, what's yours?
Well, May is becoming a very busy month for millions of Americans anxious to get back to work of course, the empty freeways we were enjoying, Reatha and I were just talking about, are now getting back to normal. And they're widening freeways in anticipation of what's to come. And, well, anyway, the air might become a little cleaner when people start switching over to electric. Now the question is, what about my car? I paid a lot of money for my gas car. Well, you can stick to your gas car. I think we might be looking at a little higher gas prices, not sure. But we'll see what happens in the next couple of years. The U.S. labor market, although gaining around after the COVID-19 impact, recovery is still on its way. Employment in 2021 was 8.5 million, less than a year ago, but overall the recovery, it's on its way back. Impact also has been made by the ability for those who were resourceful enough to learn how to work from home. Many have enjoyed the eliminating the daily rush hour. A lot of people that had to pay rent in their office buildings for employees, they're no longer doing that, and now it's time to go back. Some of them are thinking, hey, we like the way this is operating, maybe we'll stay with it. So we'll see what happens. The statistics show that most people are going back, but there are people that have had the home businesses, and they developed home business. They're working out. At least 6 tornadoes touched down through Mississippi on Sunday, causing a lot of damage. They also hit Nebraska and Colorado, and the forecasters see more big storms coming. 4 dead and more than a dozen injured Sunday when a boat suspected of smuggling migrants fell apart off San Diego's Port Loma. Traveling is on its way back. The European Union plans to reopen the door for the foreign tourists, and May begins with a dip in the mortgage interest rates. And the 30 years are basically staying the same, but the 2 and 15 years came down a little bit. So you're still in the record low category. If you want to refinance, the door is still open. Governor Abbott and Maria Bartiromo toured the border through a helicopter, and they said they saw no security whatsoever, no law enforcement, Governor Abbott stated. The new IRS deadline for your taxes is May 17th. Another extension was the Real ID card issued by the DMV, now extended to October 1st, 2021. It's a driver's license with a specific ID, or it's an ID card by itself. But it is not a requirement to have a real ID, neither by the state or federal government. So anyway, that's how much weight have people gained over the pandemic? They're averaging 2 to maybe 4 pounds a month. And Reatha covered the Kentucky Derby, biggest race there is. And congratulations to Medina Spirit. There you go, Reatha. And with that, we're going to be looking into a commercial, and we got Dr. Benton coming up with us and talk about an interesting guest. Okay, let's move on here to our commercial.
Introducing EZWAY Family App, your new virtual vision 2020. Be seen, be available, be everywhere. Available on Apple Store and Google Play. Track our content, stay connected, create your account to gain instant access. Go mobile or go home. Are you looking to accelerate your influence? EZWAYWall.com is a new site that allows you to promote yourself, business, brand, and your products as an influencer. You can share your ideas, receive comments, promote and brand yourself with the power of affiliation. Associate yourself and your brand with the power players of today to become leaders of tomorrow. Come and join the EZWAY Wall today. Sign up at wall.easywaybroadcasting.com or text EZWAY Wall to 55678.
Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. And we have a gentleman with us coming on, and he is unique in the world of healing because he covers all the bases. Born in Los Angeles, went to school and received his doctorate in biology at California State Northridge, received a doctorate in chiropractic, Southern California, University of Health Sciences, licensed chiropractic physician, has shared a stage with Bill Walsh and Greg Reed. He was featured on CBS Nightly News, is a certified traditional naturopath, CTN they call it. He's developed the emotional trauma research technique and the author of The Ultimate Guide to Releasing PTSD and Other Traumas, qualified medical examiner for California, applied clinical nutritionist, now there's a big one right there, was a co-host to a health and wellness radio program, named one of the top chiropractors in LA Magazine, winner of the Health Professional of the Year 2019 by EZTV, proud father of two amazing boys, Isaac and Zachary, West Coast swing dancer. There you go. Now we're moving. Certified scuba diver. He's kind of in Reatha's category. Trained and applied concussion neurology. And I'll tell you, we can go on and on, but we want to bring him on. Dr. Benton, the Houdini of healing. Are you on with us?
Hello, everybody.
There he is. Dr. Benton. I want to introduce you to Reatha Gray. Reatha, Dr. Benton.
Welcome, welcome, welcome.
Well, hi, Reatha. How are you?
And Reatha is Betty White's co-star from Off the Rockers. And
oh, yeah?
Maybe we can talk to Reatha, get her back on a rocker. I don't know.
I don't know.
I don't know if that's possible anymore. So, Dr. Benton, you're talking to some old folks here, and I don't know if there's, what kind of path you could put us on. We're baby boomers and that, but I suppose you deal with people of all ages. To start with, what got you help in so many fields? What got you in the field of helping people like you do?
What got me into it?
Well, into the health and wellness and so on.
I'm a natural tinkerer by genetics. Before I became a healer and a doctor, I used to be a mechanic because I just like to fix things. In fact, like this weekend, I figured out I have this little electric kettle, little hot water kettle, and a sunbeam, and it stopped working. And they go, "Why did it stop working?" So I took it apart. Figured out that I want a heat resistor shot. Went to Amazon. It's going to cost me like $3 to get this little resistor. I'm going to have my hot water. I hate throwing things away. I like to.
That is so cool.
Fix things.
So you're
I fix cars. I fix people. So
what do you think
so
you got that
from?
I mean, everybody doesn't have that. Did you have a father that taught you a lot of that, or a grandfather? Where'd that come from?
Yeah, my father's a natural tinker and a fixer too. My father was born in Hungary, Czechoslovakia, and he actually unfortunately went through the Holocaust, and he stayed alive by volunteering to excuse me, by volunteering every time they say who wants to volunteer or whatever, because he knew that if he's going to work, they'll keep him alive. So and once he got out of the war, he trained himself how to fix TVs, and so he was fixing TVs, and that's how he met my mother over a broken TV. And then my father worked for a jet propulsion laboratory. He actually worked on I think Voyager 1. He helped, and that's still flying out there past Uranus and Pluto and stuff. It's out there. So my father was a natural tinker, and he showed me how to, change the oil and spark plugs in the car. So
that's
how
amazing.
I got all my tinkering genetics. So,
and then you're big time into the field of healing, and boy, there's a lot of healing that needs to be going on today. What are you seeing out there? And congratulations, you have your show at the EZWAY, the Houdini of healing. I like that because it takes magic to cure people sometimes. And what are you seeing out there today? Is it stress related, or what's going on with people that you're seeing overall?
Man, I tell you, it is stress from everywhere. See, first of all, we have chemical stress, which is from all those toxins in the air.
Yeah.
We have emotional stress. People don't know what to think or what to do. Vaccine, no vaccine. The world is ending. The world is not ending. I mean, all that, just crazy. we have if someone gets into an accident, there's physical stress. I mean, stress. You're just surrounded by it, and it is shutting down our nervous system. See, what my specialty is really finding where trauma is interfering with your nervous system communication in your body. For example, so I myself, I'm actually naturally vaccinated because I'm actually COVID positive, and a couple of weeks ago, I had a combination of a COVID issue combined with some sort of lung upper respiratory issue, and I actually landed in the ICU for a few days. They gave me the remdesivir, and they gave me the oxygen.
Yeah.
So it was a little touchy because I've never been in the hospital. Never. This is the first time I've ever been hospitalized.
Wow.
But then once you got out, whatever, they took care of me. Once I got out, then you ever notice that people, once they get out, they have this little nagging cough. Like they feel good, but they still have this little tickle, and I still have a little bit of it, but it's like 90% gone. That little tickle in your throat, little tickle in the chest. What is that? And part of that is a nerve communication between, and in my case, it's sort of like I do a lot of kinesiology, so I do something called muscle testing, and so the vagus nerve deals with the cough reflex, and then you have to tie that into the diaphragm, which is the breathing reflex. So once I did some testing, and then I reconnect those two, then my coughing spasms decreased by like 80%.
Wow.
So
where would you direct people? And it's like you say, I mean, I don't know if they open newspapers anymore, but your newspapers with the news, listening to the news on the online or the television or whatever, we're just getting bombarded with this. And it creates a little stress, and then you go out and deal with people, and then you're dealing with stress with the people, What would you suggest? Do you have a program that maybe it's a little bit of meditation per day or, so much exercise every other day? What's your program that you think you'd put somebody on to kind of unplug them from this stuff?
You know what? Proper hydration, making sure that you're getting enough fluid. I believe exercise first, because whenever we get stressed out, and let me give you the origins of this. So our adrenal glands are our stress glands, and these are designed whenever we have a stressful situation it's like fight or flight. So either we're going to freeze or we're going to run. So back in Cro-Magnon days, we see a saber-toothed tiger, we're gonna climb a tree and lickety-split. We're gonna run away, or we're gonna be the saber-toothed tiger's meal. And the reason we can run so fast and jump so high is because our adrenal glands kick in. And so they're still kicking in today, but then we're not running. We just sit in our car, or we just sit listening to the radio, and we get worried. And there's some chemicals. There's chemicals that build up in our tissue, and it needs to be burned off. So I say after hydration, you need to exercise. You need to do some vigorous exercise.
You hit them
hiking.
both on the head. Well, I'll tell you, hydration and exercise. These are all right. So when you say exercise, this is a big one, because we have the home units. You go to the gym. So you do some exercise and say, I feel better. I did some running on the mill and that. But aren't we supposed to get to a point where you break a sweat? Isn't that really exercise?
That's good. I mean, if you can, that's probably ideal. Yeah. I notice that usually, you want to break a sweat, or right before I do, I can actually feel once I hit a certain amount of exercise, either, maybe on the rowing machine and some push-ups and bench press, something lifts. Something in my body or my spirit lightens up, and I know I hit the spot. And up until that time, the body's going to fight me. It says, you don't want to do this. Stop pushing me. You know, you sort of like, you have this push-pull whenever you start doing exercise. And then once you hit this point, and there's, you feel this like euphoric release. And I know some studies say that we have a release of endorphins or what have you. I don't care what it is. It just feels right. And then you have much more energy the rest of the day or for the next couple of days. So that's what you want. Hydration.
Well,
Jim
mentioned that you work with people with PTSD. A lot of us have PTSD. You don't have to have been in war. Just living in America can give you PTSD. That's a big deal. Now, what do you recommend for that?
Well, you know, I developed the emotional trauma release technique. So that's a technique I developed. And in a nutshell, what I discovered was I discovered the bridge between what's like emotional trauma and how it settles into your body. So we have emotional trauma out there, but then how does it really get into your system that you feel, you know, scared or shut down or depressed or anxious and stuff like that? So by understanding that bridge, and my book is at the publisher, should be out hopefully in a month or so.
The Ultimate Guide to Releasing PTSD and Other Traumas.
Well, yeah, PTSD and life traumas.
Okay. All right.
Yeah.
And that's by Dr. Benton. That's some interesting stuff right there. So, Reatha, what about you got Dr. Benton on the line. It's not easy to get him sometimes. He's the guy to talk to. I know you have to have some questions about it because I don't know. Reatha used to run 5 miles every morning, right, Reatha?
No, I don't. I don't exercise. I'm a terrible example of anything healthy. Other than I've lived this long.
Between Reatha's exercise and my diet, boy, you got a challenge there.
Yeah,
but a lot of people don't realize that we need chiropractors. Do you still practice chiropractic?
Oh yeah, absolutely. I've my main clinic. I have a main clinic here, just outside Beverly Hills, on Wilshire Boulevard, and I have some satellite offices as well. But that's the main clinic. I'm going to be treating patients this afternoon. I take appointments. Yes, that's where I do my magic.
What are the top 2 or 3 things when people come in and they say, "Oh, hello, Dr. Ben, I need your help with"? Is it a lower back? Is it neck pain? Arthritis in the wrist? What are the main things people are coming in for?
You know, people come in mainly low back sciatica, and then followed by neck, and then I do car accidents, people with car accidents, and then I also work on people who have work injuries. Workers' compensation. So I take care of people that get injured all over the place.
Let's step into a different field. Go ahead,
if somebody wants to get in touch with you, how would they get in touch with you?
Well, I'll just give you my phone number first, 323-297-0566.
Okay, now that's your office number. Say they want to come in.
Sure. Yeah, that's probably the easiest way to do that.
And then your show on EZWAY Broadcasting.
That's right. The Houdini of Healing, right, Dr. Benton?
Yeah, we're still finishing. I think we're just completing the opening, and then I think hopefully we're going to be on the air with that in hopefully within 4 weeks or so.
Now, one other big one that's out there, and I want to hit you with, and this is real common. People are staying home. Other than that, all the young people, they do video games. The business people sit in the office on the computer. People are sitting and looking at the computer by the millions and millions of hours. What are you seeing anything with that?
Well, I'm not seeing anything, but you can just tell that they're just getting less and less healthy. You know, whenever we grew up, we were outside playing all day. We would leave, have breakfast, go outside, run around with our friends, play baseball, go explore. We were active. It is like the worst thing that people are sitting around and pretending to be active. Like my two little boys, they sit around, pretend to be active in a
virtual
on
world.
These video games. They're like it's horrendous.
So okay, what would be your subscription to taking a break? How many hours would it, you know, to break it up a little bit? Would you say like, hey, every 3 hours you should at least get up, take 15 minutes to write, something like that?
You know, I don't have an exact formula, but
don't sit too long and just stare at the computer.
I mean, you know, sit for an hour, then get up and stretch and do 20 push-ups.
Something.
And then do 20 squats. Body moving, that's the biggest issue. People are not moving their body. They're wondering why we have higher blood pressure and cholesterol. You got to burn the stress out of your system.
Yeah.
Well, I'm guilty. What can I tell you? I am absolutely guilty. Now, we're running out of time, Dr. Benton.
We're running out of time, but we want to thank you.
That we get that phone number out again. How can you be reached?
Okay, so my office phone number is 323-297-0566. The website, find me at HoudiniofHealing.com. So www.HoudiniofHealing.com. If you have any kind of questions, feel free to call me, and I'm gonna offer the EZWAY family, a 15-minute free consultation. See what's going on and see how I can help you.
And you can go to the EZWAY Wall of Fame because Dr. Benton is on the Wall of Fame and get his information there. And we want to thank you. We know you got appointments all over and you're a busy guy, but what you're giving us are just treasure troves of information. And this is very important stuff because you can't continue on in your business if you're not in shape, right, Dr. Benton?
That's true. It's true. Heck, if you like what we're talking about now, you're going to love my show. I'm going to be showing you guys all the little hidden technologies and hidden secrets. It's all about getting the nerve system communicating again. It's not just about taking the right nutrition. And exercise is important because we talk about it, but there's a part of whenever somebody traumas shut down your nervous system. Everyone has these mini nervous breakdowns. And how do you reset that? That's what we're talking about.
See, that's what I'm talking about with you. You're inside the inner workings of all this stuff. And,
that's right.
We're just touching the tip of the iceberg.
Well, I look forward to your show because I have those mini breakdowns all the time. So I learn how to release that. And thank you so much for coming on our show, and we'll be looking forward to yours.
Thank you much,
Thank
Dr.
you.
Benton.
Very good.
All right.
Good.
This has been great news. Great stuff. All right, so with that, Rach, we have a commercial, and then Carmelita's Corner. And I believe Carmelita has a very special guest.
We are living in a digital age, and we think it's safe to say that all businesses are needing to transition from traditional brick and mortar to broadcast. Everything is really about data collection and building a community. EZWAY Broadcasting has created a social network/solution provider within the EZWAY network to help its members with this transition. Introducing the EZWAY Wall of Fame, a one-stop shop for business owners and influencers that help them to connect, grow, learn, and scale the EZWAY. Over the years, we have been building affiliates and partnerships in all genres. That means our platform utilizes all our members' businesses to provide services at a much lower cost, help sell their service, and promote their awareness to more potential customers. Through our new media empire, we have a reach to millions. Become an affiliate. Make money doing it the easy way. Create your free account today by visiting EZWayWallOfFame.com. Accelerate your influence through direct access to the right influences. We have many TV shows that our members can be interviewed by. We have our own magazine and radio station to promote our EZWAY Wall of Fame members' profiles, which they control. The more friends you get, the bigger your business will grow. Join the EZWAY Wall of Fame community for free today.
You are about to experience Carmelita's Corner. Carmelita's song Rosebud made it to the top 40s with the godfather of soul, James Brown. She's the founder of the Rose Breast Cancer Society. Now here's your host, Carmelita Pittman.
Well, hello there, Radio Land. Here we are again. We made it through another day. Okay. I'm calling my friend Tina J. Ramsay to come to the microphone. She's coming to us all the way from South Carolina. How about that? And she's got many, many titles. She is a visibility marketing specialist, virtual connector. She's the executive producer and host of the Tina Ramsay Show, and she's the associate producer for EZWAY Network TV, Network Sony project manager. Congratulations on that one, Tina, which is connected to the IMA Music Group. And she's also a busy mom of two and been married for several years now, and she relies on her strong faith and relationship with God to direct her steps. That's pretty much the way I do it too, Tina. I believe in letting the footsteps lead us the way. So with that, welcome, Tina Ramsay, Tina J. Ramsay.
Oh, thank you for having me today.
All right. Did you hear that applause, Tina?
Yeah, I heard it.
It's a nice way to start the day.
Oh, it is. It really, really is. I'm just excited to be here at Carmelita's Corner and talk with you and the audience a little bit about, you know, everything that we're doing over here. So I'm just honored to be here today.
Well, we're honored to have you. And you're a big part of the EZWAY Broadcasting Network. You've really been a busy bee, and I've mentioned some of the things, not everything, that you have been involved with. But tell us about the Tina Ramsay Show. What is that all about?
Well, the Tina Ramsay Show, which is powered by the EZWAY Network, and you can check it out at EZWAY.tv, is all about empowerment and connecting and helping small business entrepreneurs. And we do have celebrity influencers that come on too. So the main thing is we spotlight you, and we want individuals to connect and get to know you. And these are people who are making a positive impact in the world. So anything that's dealing with positivity, helping you with entrepreneurship, helping you see that you can overcome. You can overcome, and you can learn through examples of others to get that inspiration to move forward. So that's what the Tina Ramsay Show is all about. Spotlight.
All right.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah, sounds like a winner to me. I'm going to have to check that out myself, Tina.
Yes, I heard it too, because we love sharing stories. We want you to come share, shine, and grow on the Tina Ramsay Show. That's what we want.
Okay. And you've been doing this now for some time, haven't you?
Oh, yes. I have been in the world of social media and doing live videos ever since 2013. I started on YouTube, and so eventually I went over to Facebook. And a lot of people, they saw what I was doing. I've been coaching for almost 10 years now. I started in the educational realm and health and wellness. So I've been in health and wellness for a little over 15 years now. So later on, I was approached about having my TV show on the EZWAY Network. And so when I saw everything that they do, I love the family environment. I love the support environment that they have, and I went ahead and jumped on it. and I put the Tina Ramsay Show on their network, and it has been nothing but amazing ever since I started with EZWAY. It's been just an amazing experience.
Yes, it is, and it's great to be on the EZWAY train. And I'm also very inspired by what you're doing. And can you tell us more about what you do with the EZWAY Network Sony IMA Music Group as a project manager?
Okay, well, the Tina Ramsay Show is IMDb accredited under the umbrella of the EZWAY Network. So we're proud and happy, thanks to the amazing associate producer of EZWAY as well, which is Matt Doyle. He actually, and Eric Zuley, they were very instrumental in positioning, helping the Tina Ramsay Show get positioned in such a way that we can give credit now to our guests for being on our show. And so we are a full-fledged TV show. Google, look it up, IMDb, it's all there. And we did this in order to position our entrepreneurs, our small business owners. We do have celebrity guests, which they're already mostly on IMDb anyway, but this was mainly something to give our celebrities that comes on, additional credits, and also, most importantly, our entrepreneurs, to give them recognition to help position them with that maximum visibility based on whatever that package or whatever they want with the Tina Ramsay Show or Epic Business Leaders business.
Yes, and mentioning Epic Business Leaders, tell us about that aspect of your operation. And you are the founder of Epic Business Leaders.
Yes. I'm the founder and CEO. Basically, the formation of Epic Business Leaders was because I personally was looking for certain things in regards to community, and I didn't find it for entrepreneurs. I found bits and pieces everywhere, but never a complete thing of what I felt I needed at that time as a startup business owner, meaning we need resources, we need connections, we need cost-effective ways to be able to position and get our businesses out there. If you're an author, if you're a new singer, if you're a new entrepreneur, we need resources. Everyone, I always tell people, it does not matter how amazing your products and services are. It really doesn't if no one knows that you exist. And so the Epic Business Leaders community is all about building authentic relationships, making networking easy virtually, and also being able to make you visible, because we have our affiliates and partnerships with various different PR, of course, our big one, which is EZWAY Network, to make sure, and booking companies, magazines, to make sure that if you want publicity, if you want to be visible, our connections, you will get what you want based on your budget. And we have a diverse budget, or packages, I should say, that fits every budget, whether you're just starting out, whether you're somewhere in the middle, and whether you are 6, 7, 8-figure earner. We have making sure that everybody gets some sort of visibility to help generate leads for their business. So that's what I wanted. I learned how to do it. And I said, how many other businesses need this? And so many people coming to me about so many different things as a coach. So I said, you know what? Let me just form what I want and what I feel that most small business, startup companies, businesses need. And that's why we did Epic Business Leaders. And we have different branches of what we do with promotion, social media marketing. We collaborate with the EZWAY Wall of Fame. We do different things in order to help position everyone, if they're willing to put in the work.
Yes, Tina, and tell us about how you are connected to the EZWAY Wall of Fame and how it has served you.
Well, okay, the EZWAY Wall of Fame, after I started doing, building my own community, and I got connected by Tina D. Lewis with Eric Zuley. And I thought it didn't exist what I wanted. But however, after I met Eric, I realized that everything that I personally wanted in regards to the connections, everything that EBL stands for, that is exactly what EZWAY Wall of Fame is. It's the only thing different is I am small business startup and he is small business and beyond. Like, he has the celebrities, he has the multiple relationships, that's 20-year relationships. And so it only made sense that EBL's Epic Business Leader and EZWAY Wall of Fame connect together to give our clients that added exposure, because we're both collaborating in order to make dreams come true. And so I got on the wall. I started with a free account because it's free to join, and I started using the wall to promote. It's like a visible virtual billboard for business owners. It's like a dream come true for a small business owner that needs promotion. And I started working it, start using it. Then I invested in the wall. I've got one of their memberships. I started with the first one, and I've gradually went up, all of which helped expedite my growth, my reach, my influence in a relatively short time. We're talking about from December the 14th, just starting the wall, all the way to May. Now I'm on stages with some of the biggest people in the industry, like Doria Condova, Alex Stern, Laurel Langmeyer, Michelle. I mean, the list goes on. Eric from Les Brown, all of which I met through the and also Dr. Whitty Lewis. I met all of them through being a part and affiliated and partnered with the EZWAY Wall of Fame. So if business owners want that exposure, you're serious about growing your business, I highly recommend that you start and get on that free account first, and then start investing, seeing which package you want with the EZWAY Wall of Fame, and then you will see all of that. And also piggyback and join Epic Business Leaders, because right now it's free, and we work so closely together that we even say join Epic Business Leaders today and do it the easy way, because we're so closely. We're so closely ingrained, because Eric and I are determined to make sure that the ones that's ready to move between him and I, and the collaboration connections that he has, which is multiple, and the ones that I have as well, you will succeed if you put in the work. There's no possible way you can't win if you don't put in the work. It's only on you. But we have everything you need. It's like a one-stop shop for everything.
Mm-hmm. So. Yes, it sounds like a winner. And I think it's such an amazing concept. And I think he's going to give Michael Zuckerberg some competition between you and I.
Oh, yeah, because it's something that the business owner can control. And so I love how he created a means for the business owners that they can control their profiles and do different things with it. And that's what Epic Business Leaders do as well. I just love the collaboration that I have with EZWAY and Eric Zuley and his amazing father, who's on, James Zuley, and everyone that I met, like you and Reatha, because it really helps. True business building is not selling products, is not selling services. It's making true, authentic relationships and connections and affiliates with individuals that when you collaborate or you affiliate with them, where both parties equally win. It should never be one-sided. And so since I collaborated and partnered with EZWAY, it has been nothing but a situation where I'm winning, EZWAY's winning, and everyone that's associated with us are winning. And that's the only thing that I want at the end of the day.
You know, I love that. We have a friend, and I hope he's listening in today. He has a statement that he said for years: there is a winner in you. And I'm talking about our friend, Senior Senator Pasquale Bettiel. If you're out there listening, Pasquale, I hope you're tuning in to what Tina is saying, because that's right up our alley. And speaking of alley, we've got an alleyography Gardens of Life mural that is in progress as we speak. It's been a work of love, and I just got a small grant from the LA Department of Cultural Affairs to give us a little spur along. So that's something to be jump up and down about right now. Mm-hmm. And I will be talking to you about, you know, what we can do to move forward with some of these grandiose ideas or plans. But I'm looking at the clock, and it's almost that time, Tina. Time flies when you're having fun. Can you please give us your website? There is one that you told me about today that you said people can take a choice from depending upon what their interest is or, you know, their avenue is.
Oh, yes. And I just wanted to share this with the audience very quickly. If you are having trouble with allergies, asthma, dust, mold, literally, we have something that's FDA approved. We have something that NASA backs that is helping to get rid of that icky stuff in the air, and it's called Epic Air. And it's another branch, thanks to the EZWAY network, that brought our way with a collaboration to help clean the air to keep you healthy naturally, because we only promote natural stuff. But that website, or I should say we have an interactive digital business card because we collaborated with IntelliCard USA, and it is tinyurl.com/Coach Tina, the number one. That is tinyurl.com/Coach Tina, the number one. And when you go there, it's an interactive digital business card that you can save to your phone, and you can also purchase if that's what you want to do. It makes it easy for you to share, a safe way to share, and it saves you a whole lot of money on business cards. And you can just click and book for the Tina Ramsay Show. Go to the EZWAY.tv. You can do connect with us, our entrepreneur groups of support. You can just connect with us and go to our social media platforms and everything by just a click of the button. You can even listen to our podcast as well. So it made it easy for individuals to do business with us. You can even call us, email us straight from the card. We made it very easy for you to connect with anything and everything that we're doing, and also be able to share it with your friends, family, and fellow entrepreneurs so that they can get the resources, the help that they need, so that we can all win at the end of the day. We can all win.
That's right. There's a winner in you, and we're doing it the easy way. And thanks, Tina, for being a great guest once again on Carmelita's Corner segment of Radio Boomers Live.
You are most welcome.
Smartphone, cell phone, PC, Mac, tablet, iPad. That's right, it's tech time. Well, we're going to get kind of nerdy techie today, looking at Wi-Fi enabled appliances for your home. We have gotten so relaxed and comfortable. Everything is so much easier than when we were growing up. And I'm telling you, what your wired-enabled appliances and gadgets will make your life even easier. That's not an excuse to get lazy. You can use them to do exercises too. But there are so many things. Now you can have Amazon Alexa, or you can have Google Home. Those are the two big ones. Most of us deal with Siri every day anyway. So we're already used to talking to artificial intelligence. But there's all kinds of things out there. You start off with getting your basic device that you can talk to. Now, I'm a fan of the old James Bond movies, and he would just walk in and talk to his house. Well, we could actually do that. Remember the Land of Tomorrowland at Disneyland, where you could talk and see the person you were talking to on the phone? Well, we can do that in the palm of our hand. But there's so many other things. There are things like light bulbs that you can get that you actually can just say, Alexa, turn on the bedroom light. And it turns it on or turn it off. There are plugs that you can get, things that are not Wi-Fi enabled, and you can actually turn them into a Wi-Fi enabled appliance. You just stick their plug into the little whatchamacallit plug, and then you plug that into your regular plug, and you can talk to that appliance. You can get coffee makers, so you don't have to get up in the cold in the morning to tell your coffee maker to turn on. You turn it to turn on and to start your coffee, and your coffee's up by the time you get out of bed. You can get a microwave that's Wi-Fi connected. Put something in there that doesn't have to be refrigerated overnight. When you wake up, tell your microwave to heat it at so many degrees, and you're off to the races. You can get sound bars. You can get color lights. You can even get a wired-enabled a piece of equipment that goes in your car. So you can take your Wi-Fi connected appliances with you no matter where you are, right there in your car. There are remote controls. There are clocks, alarm clocks. And as we get older, we don't need to be getting up in the middle of the night, fumbling around, trying to plug in something or turn on something. It's so nice when you can stay in your bed and you hear the noise out in the hallway. And, of course, it's just the wind blowing, but it scares you. You can stay in bed and still tell your Wi-Fi connected light bulbs to turn on so you can see into that dark room. And we don't need to be walking around in the dark during the night. You can get cameras so you can have your security all around your house so you can actually see what's going on in your backyard with your wired-equipped devices. So look into it. I know you're saying, I can't do that. It's too hard. Get a grandson. Maybe even your children may be young enough to still know how to do those things. And believe me, it's really not that hard. You learn how to do it, you can wire your whole house. That's what I'm working toward, a completely Wi-Fi house. So I can just talk to it, and it'll do it. So that's my tech time for today. Jim, give us your Jim for today.
Okay, baby boomers, it's time for Jim from Jim.
Yes, indeed. And I'm taking notes, Reatha, every time with all that. Some good tips you have. Well, I have some tips. 11 tips to make friends. How about that? And it comes from somebody that lived a long time ago. The person was very, very well liked from the United States to Europe. All the heads of Europe loved this guy, and they said he just had an amazing personality. Who's that guy from America? And he was invited to all the big galas and events. They just wanted him there. Came from a poor family, and he accomplished some cool things. See if you can guess who it was. He invented the lightning rod, a stove, the glass harmonica. He invented bifocals, and daylight savings time. That's pretty cool, the guy who invented daylight savings. But he also discovered the Gulf Stream and whirlwinds. But he wasn't happy with that. So he became the founding father of the USA, often hailed as the first American for his campaigns towards colonial unity, and he served as a governor of Pennsylvania. Anybody know yet? He was ambassador to France, a lot of stuff. So anyway, he also was good friends with Thomas Jefferson, George Washington, Samuel Adams, and all these people. So that's the kind of guy he was. He was really in there. And his name was, of course, I think a lot of you got it by now, Benjamin Franklin. He's a guy who was a genius, made a fortune with his printing company. But he had 11 tips to make friends, and you're thinking if it's coming from anybody, this guy impressed business people, politicians, and then when he went to Europe, They wanted them all over the place in Europe. So here's some of the tips. Speak good of people. Speak ill of no man, but speak all the good you know about everybody. If you think the USA was founded purely by intelligent, friendly debate, think again. Setting the foundation for the great nation was no easy task. The founding fathers allegedly argued that nobody's business. John Adams is particular a big fan of Franklin. So these are the kind of fans he had. Be nice to enemies. As a young man, Franklin was tactless in a way, they'd say, but with effort, he became so good at handling people, he became the founding father and even an ambassador to France. And he did it without ruffling feathers. He just had a way of communicating with people. All right. Honor honesty. Honesty is the best policy. Franklin printed this quote in his almanac, I think I pronounced that wrong. When his printing career evolved from apprenticeship to producing the Pennsylvania Gazette and Poor Richard's Almanac, Franklin could have done whatever possible to sell papers. And although the temptation loomed, Franklin had a strict policy of not printing any libel or insulting views about people. Add value to a conversation when employing silence to empower what you say. Franklin knew how to negotiate. What mattered was the benefits to the parties that were involved. And like my little input on that is brevity is the soul of wit. Be a good listener. That's an art. Do not gossip and instead think well of others. Use no hurtful deceit. Think innocently and justly. And if you speak, speak accordingly. Respond positively, not doing too good today, to criticism. Critics are our friends. They show us our faults. Okay. Keep your tranquility over trivial incidents. Be not disturbed by trivial things or accidents, common, unfavorable quotations, and so on. Whether dealing with an angry Englishman, finding a beer spilled over him at a brawling tavern, or whatever the situation, Franklin was one that would, he was plenty of reasons to lose his cool, but he was clear about it, and he found the virtues of tranquility. People remember how you make them feel. A slip of the foot you may soon recover, but a slip of the tongue you may never get over. And that, we all know that. Once you say it, it's done. Asking for a favor can build friendship. He that has once done you a kindness will be more ready to do you another than he whom you yourself have been obligated. Let your best friendship develop over time. Be slow to choose a friend, slower in changing. You must earn a kind word. If you would reap praise, you must sow the seeds, gentle words, and useful deeds. So there's a couple of the tips and getting along with people and that. But one of the things that, I remember, I was a communications major at Cal State Fullerton, and, you want to get an audience or the people you're talking to, you want to get their attention. And if they ask you your advice and you ramble and ramble and ramble, they'll go home and just remember you rambled. But if you just can hit them with a specific thing, like I was at an event one time, and I shared this with you last week, and they're passing the mic, and they're talking about other races and getting along and all that stuff. And one gentleman, he had really good things to say, but he went on for so long, people are just kind of looking around. And some of the people were getting good points out there, but they handed me the mic, and I kept it very short because I don't know if there's much time left. And I simply said, brevity is the soul of wit. And I didn't say anything else. And I followed it up with, prejudice is one of man's greatest losses, because that's what they're talking about. And people were like, huh? What? And you see, I kept it brief, didn't say anything else, but got the point across. So if you're talking to somebody in conversations, say the basics, but be, my point here is be a good listener. People love that. Bring up their side. So what brought you here? Why? What is it about you? Well, you have this quality or that. Turn it back on them, and that's a beneficial thing. Be a good listener. So with that, Reatha, you still with us? I think 11 o'clock here, the time's rolling on. And
it is.
Tina Ramsay, Dr. Ben and Tina Ramsay, boy, talking about some interesting guests. Tina's so full of energy and such a good nature, and Dr. Ben is so beneficial in the world of health. And what are we going to say about Reatha Grey? I'll tell you, she's a motivator too, right, Reatha? You're an inspiration, Reatha. What can I say?
Every morning that I wake up and I'm breathing,
there you go.
I'm happy, and I want the world to be happy with me.
Yeah, that's the way to look at it. And but you're keeping active, Reatha. That's the key. And the same with me. We try to keep active and keep going. And you have to have something. Yeah, it keeps you going. You want to have that goal set and just keep it there. And for now, guys, we're going to say keep moving, keep the faith. Radio Boomers Live's got to sign out. So till next Monday morning, Reatha, we will be filling you in on all the news and Reatha's Tech Time. Anything you want to finish up with, Reatha?
I was on Good Girls for a hot second. If you blinked, you missed me this week. And my California Phones commercial, I think, is running again. And I'm shooting another commercial, which I cannot talk about until it actually happens. But I'm doing that the next week. So yeah, I'm trying to stay busy, Jim.
There you go. Well, don't forget, download the EZWAY app. Search EZWAY on Google Play or the Apple Store and the Wall of Fame. And it's all out there for you guys. So, like I said, keep moving, keep the faith. Radio Boomers Live next Monday morning. Signing out.
See you next week.
Thank you for listening to Radio Boomers Live with your hosts, Reatha Grey, star Betty White Software Rockers, and EZ's dad, Jim Zuley. Like us on Facebook, follow us on Twitter at Radio Boomers Live. Radio Boomers Live is brought to you by the EZWAY Broadcasting Network. That's the letter E, the letter Z, Broadcasting Network.